How far does the Bible say you're supposed to go to help difficult and hurting people in your life? Should you continue to chase someone that may or may not want your support? And what if it's beginning to burn you out? Well, the scriptures actually tell you exactly how far you're supposed to go. It gives a very clear distinction that you're not supposed to cross over. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 2, it says, "Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ." But then it seems to contradict itself 3 verses later. It says, "But each ought to bear their own load." So do we bear their burden or do we bear their load? Well, if you look at the Greek mindset here, that phrase to bear one another's burdens means to empathize. You crawl into that empathy pit with someone and you feel deeply what they're feeling. And in doing so, you actually fulfill Christ's law, because that's what he did. He climbed into our world and felt what we felt and then died for our sins. But 3 verses later, it says, don't bear their load. And that very clearly means to not take responsibility for someone's life, for their decisions or their actions. So you're called to empathize with them, but you are not responsible for them. And knowing the distinction between those two can be the difference between keeping a relationship and breaking a relationship. It can be the difference between burnout and peace and flourishing and a healed relationship. And if you want some wisdom to know the difference between these two, go connect with someone. I have a full ministry of coaches that would love to show you the difference, because this is really important. We fulfill the law of Christ when we bear their burdens, but we take responsibility for them and we burn out when we bear their load.